Study well, follow your dreams, become successful. But the moment you get married, people suddenly start saying, your real life starts now, or worse, your life is no longer yours. So here's the real question. Does a woman's life actually end after marriage, or is that just a story society keeps repeating? Today we're going to uncover a truth that many people feel, but rarely talk about. And by the end of this video, your perspective on marriage might completely change. The belief society teaches. In many cultures, women grow up hearing the same message again and again. Marriage is the ultimate destination, not a chapter, not a partnership, but the final goal. A girl is often raised to believe one day she will become a wife, then a daughter-in-law, then a mother, and somewhere along the way, her individual identity quietly disappears. Her ambitions become secondary, her dreams become optional, her happiness becomes negotiable. But here's the uncomfortable truth. No one openly says, your life ends after marriage. Yet the expectations often send that exact message. The invisible pressure. The moment a woman gets married, a silent transformation is expected. Suddenly, she must become perfect wife, responsible daughter-in-law, future mother, caretaker of everyone. And somehow, she must do all of this while never complaining. Imagine carrying that invisible weight, because society rarely asks, what does she want? What dreams does she still have? What kind of life does she imagine for herself? Instead, the conversation shifts to duties, responsibilities, sacrifices, and sometimes those sacrifices slowly start replacing her own identity. The fear many women feel. Let's talk about something rarely discussed. Many women quietly fear marriage, not because they dislike the idea of love or companionship, but because they worry about losing themselves. They fear that their career freedom, dreams, choices might slowly fade away. They've seen examples around them, women who were once vibrant, ambitious, and full of life, slowly becoming exhausted versions of themselves. Not because they wanted to change, but because expectations left them no other option. But is marriage really the problem? Here's where the conversation becomes interesting. Marriage itself is not the enemy. In fact, marriage can be one of the most beautiful partnerships in life. Two people building a life together, supporting each other, growing together. The real problem is not marriage. The problem is unbalanced expectations. When only one person is expected to sacrifice everything, when only one person's dreams are considered flexible, when only one person's identity is expected to change, that's when marriage stops being a partnership and starts feeling like a limitation. The hidden double standard. Let's look at something honestly. When a man gets married, what do people usually say? Congratulations. Build your future. Take care of your family. But when a woman gets married, the tone is different. People often ask, when will you have children? Will you continue working? How will you manage everything? Notice the difference. Men are encouraged to expand their lives. Women are often expected to reshape theirs. And that difference creates a powerful psychological impact. The identity shift. Marriage brings change for everyone, but for women the shift is often much bigger. Before marriage, she might be known as a student, a professional, a dreamer, an artist, an entrepreneur. After marriage, her identity often becomes reduced to roles: someone's wife, someone's daughter-in-law, someone's mother. And while these roles are meaningful, they should add to her identity, not replace it. The silent sacrifices. There are sacrifices many women make that the world rarely notices. Opportunities declined, dreams postponed, careers paused, passions forgotten. Sometimes these sacrifices are made willingly, out of love, but sometimes they happen simply because no alternative was allowed. And when sacrifices happen without choice, they slowly turn into resentment. The women who refuse to disappear. But something powerful has been changing in recent years. More women are refusing to disappear after marriage. They are redefining what marriage means. They are proving that a woman can be a wife, a mother, a professional, a dreamer, all at the same time. Marriage no longer has to mean the end of individuality. It can become a partnership where both people grow. 10. What a healthy marriage actually looks like. A healthy marriage doesn't erase identity, it strengthens it. In a healthy marriage, both partners support each other's dreams, both share responsibilities, both grow individually and together. Marriage should never feel like losing freedom. It should feel like gaining a teammate for life. The truth no one talks about. Here's the truth many people hesitate to admit. Marriage doesn't end a woman's life, but outdated expectations sometimes try to. And those expectations can only change when we start questioning them. When families encourage daughters to dream, when partners support each other equally, when society stops measuring a woman's worth by sacrifice. Final message. So does a woman's life end after marriage? Absolutely not. Marriage is not the end of a story. It's simply the start of a new chapter. A chapter where love should empower, not restrict. Where partnership should strengthen, not silence. And where a woman should never have to choose between being someone's partner and being herself. Because the most powerful marriages are not built on sacrifice alone. They are built on respect, equality, and freedom. And when those things exist, a woman's life doesn't end after marriage.